We know that Marvel Studios is actively working on release dates for many upcoming films, as Disney's and Marvel Studios slates has plenty of blank dates. And now, according to one report, we know exactly when the upcoming X-Men reboot will be seen by everybody. So let's talk about how we can expect it more or less soon. So if you're not familiar with how this works, Marvel Studios and Disney set out a bunch of blank dates that are like 2 to 3 years in advance. They plant their flag firmly to tell everybody, get away from us because we're typically a giant juggernaut. And then every other studio kind of tries to get away from them by about 2 weeks in either direction, before or after. We of course know that Marvel Studios does have at least 2 to 3 dates per year for the next 2 to 4 years. And again, some of these are untitled film, while other ones are untitled Marvel project. So the untitled film by Marvel could change, or that's just a temporary hold, but we don't know the bigger picture. It might also be like a partnership with Sony. Whatever the case is, allegedly, July of 2027, that date that Marvel Studios has tossed their flag down on, is when we are going to be seeing the X-Men reboot. And this would obviously mean that this would be Marvel Studios' first film after Secret Wars releases that May. So clearly, I think they're hoping to ride that goodwill and hopefully giant box office hit for them well into carrying that over into the new MCU, a softish reboot where the X-Men are a core focus in what's being called the Mutant Saga. And of course, I did that long-form hour and 20-ish minutes video on YouTube where I talked about my predictions for the entire MCU slate for the next 10 years. And I think it's a pretty reasonable guess by anybody. But what lends this more evidence is the fact that they're aiming to apparently shoot this film possibly early next year. And if that's the case, they will already be in post-production of Secret Wars. And of course, Doomsday will be wrapping up its post-production, so the Russo brothers, who are rumored to be taking on the X-Men after, would have plenty of time and room to be able to put things in order. And if it's also true that X-Men are going to be showing up in more upcoming projects before their own standalone project, this also tracks with that, as multiple castings will then be established. So things are looking and sounding pretty great overall, and, you know, I'm pretty excited. Because, hey, it's X-Men, and I think a lot of people will be excited too. So stay tuned, and of course, we'll be talking more about this whenever Marvel Studios confirms the specific release dates, actual film names. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.